Assalamu alaikum and hello everyone. My name is Muhammad Sahil. I am currently studying Electronics and Communication Engineering in Sri Venkateswara College of Engineering, Bangalore. In this video, we are going to discuss about communication signals in calculus mathematics. Why do we use communication signals in calculus mathematics? Because if it is a fundamental branch of mathematics relies heavily on effective communication. Mathematical concepts are often expressed through a variety of signals, each conveying a distinct meaning. What are communication signals? Communication signals are time varying functions that carry information between a sender and a receiver. Types of communication signals. First type is analog signals. It is continuous signals. Example, sound waves, radio signals, and digital signals. It is the discrete signals or binary signals. Example, data in the computers. Key characteristics of communication signals: amplitude, single strength, frequency, oscillation per second, hertz, phase, position of the wave in time. The role of communication in the mathematics. For the collaborative learning, communication is vital for understanding mathematical ideas and sharing knowledge with others. Precise expression, problem solving. Precise expression, the mathematical symbols and notation allow for precise and unambiguous communication. Communication is essential for identifying and solving problems in a clear and logic way. Common communication signals in calculus: graphs, visual representation of functions and their relationships, illustrating slopes, areas, and rates of change. Second one is symbol notation. Symbols like derivatives, integrals, limits represent mathematical operation and equations. Mathematical expressions that define relationships between variables and provide solutions. Visualization, diagrams, 3D models, and animations that enhance understanding of complex concepts. And symbolic notation as a communication signals. Derivatives represents rate of change of function with respect to its variable. Integrals, it represents the accumulation of a function over a specified interval, often representing areas and volumes. Limits represents the behavior of a function as its input variable approaches as specific values. Graphing as a communication signals. Visual relationships. Graphs visually represent the behavior of functions, their slopes, intercepts, and point of inflection. Tangents and rates. Graphs illustrate the concepts of derivatives representing instantaneous rates of change at specific points. And integrals and areas. The area under a curve can be visualized as a sum of small rectangles, leading to the concept of integration. And now visualization as communication signals. Spatial understanding. Visualizations help in understanding behavior of multivariable function and their relationships in space. Initiative concepts. Visualization can simplify complex concepts, making them easier to grasp initially. Dynamic exploration. Animations and interactive visualizations allow for dynamic exploration of calculus concepts. Equations as communication signals. Expressions relationships. Equations define relationship between variables representing constraints and condition in a problem. Solving problems. Equations are used to solve for unknown variables, providing answer and insights. Modeling real-world phenomena. Equations can be used to model real-world situationships such as population growth, physical motion, or economic trends. Now we will going to discuss interpreting communication signals in problem solving by identifying relevant information. like recognizing key signals within a problem statement and extracting essential information, translating signals, converting visual, symbolic, or verbal signals into mathematical expressions and representations, applying concepts, connecting communication signals with relevant calculus concepts and applying them to solve problems. Effective communication strategies in calculus. First, clear language, using precise and unambiguous terminology to avoid confusion. Second, visual aids, employing graphs, diagrams, and visualization to enhance understandings. Third, active listening, engaging in thoughtful listening and asking clarifying questions. Fourth, practice and repetition, repeating and practicing the use of communication signals to improve proficiency. By this method, we can effective communications in calculus. Thank you.